Good morning, everyone. Um, Welcome to our meditation practice today. Today, we are going to talk a little bit about a breathing technique that I find incredibly helpful, that you can easily incorporate into your daily practice. Um, and the beautiful thing about the breathing technique is that it's easy, it's simple, it's accessible, and you can do it for a minute, you can do it for 10 minutes. It's really easy to weave into any of the practices that you may already do. And it's just something to really help you to get sort of grounded and centered and to keep that mind from wandering. And so it's called ratio breathing. Now, some of you may have heard of it, but it's a really simple technique that involves counting in ratios of either 2 and 4, 3 and 6, or 4 and 8. So the idea is that on your inhale, you're breathing in for half the time that your exhale is. And there's a reason for that. It's because when we breathe in, we are activating the sympathetic nervous system, right? So if you'll notice, even if you just kind of relax for a second and take a deep breath in, there's something very energizing and very activating about that. And so if you exhale slowly and mindfully, there's something that's very calming and relaxing about that. So the idea is that we want to kind of titrate. So in other words, move back and forth between sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. So activation, relaxation. And so there's a lot of ways you can think about that. So some people think of just really filling up, like you're inhaling for, say, 4, and then you're exhaling as slowly as you can. So it's almost like you're kind of trying to breathe your breath, exhale your breath through a really small, like maybe through the tip of a straw, right? So the idea is to really slow down the exhale. Because in that exhale, it is communicating a signal to the brain, to the spinal cord, to the rest of the body that we are safe, we are calm, and it is okay to relax. So today, what I thought we'd do is we'd spend just the first portion of our meditation counting the breath. I will count it out loud for you. So that you don't have to think about doing it. And then what we'll do is we'll switch to a silent portion of our meditation where you will be either continuing to count by yourself in your mind, or you can release the counting altogether. Okay, so this is just another technique, remember, a common problem people have, a common concern and issue that people often express is that they just can't get their minds to be still, or they can't prevent their minds from wandering all over the place. And again, just remember that as long as you are alive and your brain has activity going on, you are going to have thoughts, you are going to have random memories kind of popping up into your mind. It's just the nature of the mind. It's the nature of the mind to wander. It's the nature of the mind to create stories. It's the nature of the mind to have all kinds of thoughts, whether they make sense or not, whether they're real or not. That is simply the nature of the mind. And part of the skill in meditation is learning how to tap into and connect to that true self, right? That highest self, that unchanging sense of self that isn't swayed by a passing thought, right? Because we can think of it like if you think of a squirrel, right? A squirrel is just constantly chasing everything that it sees, right? You can think of the mind as, we oftentimes refer to it in yoga as the monkey mind, right? It is the mind is like a monkey swinging from branch to branch, right? And really the skill in meditation is how do we drop in and really access that unchanging sense of self so that all of those thoughts that come and go don't pull us out of that space. So And today we're going to be using the breath to help anchor us into that space. So go ahead and find your nice, sweet, comfortable seat and really kind of sense your sit bones. Those are the two bones on either side of your sacrum, which is the base of your spine. And maybe you're sitting in a chair, maybe you're sitting on a cushion like me, maybe you are sitting against the wall, and that's fine if you need support for your back. Again, you can stand up, you can lie down. Any way, any shape that your body is in is totally fine as long as you are comfortable and free of as many distractions as possible. So go ahead and kind of drop into that space of the body and just kind of begin by sensing the physical body in space. Kind of sensing and visualizing the shape of your own body, its outline, its form, its structure. And then begin to sense the breath. Just begin by noticing and observing, not trying to change it or control it or manipulate it, simply allowing the breath to be in its natural flow. And on your next inhale, we're going to begin to count in. Okay, so we're going to count in on 3, and we're going to exhale on 6. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, pause, and exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, how many of you ran out of your breath really quickly? Okay, so again, we're not judging, we're simply learning, and we're just learning, right? Again, inhale for 3, 1, 2, 3, pause. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Pause. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Pause. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Pause. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you might choose to continue with that, or you might choose to do something else, and maybe that's just return to your own breath's natural flow. We're just going to pause for about 30 seconds. Just notice what is arising without any judgment. Perhaps that breathing practice might have invoked different sensations in the body, or maybe there's some sensations in the body that you notice. Maybe they're even if you could identify a quality of those sensations. Just begin to notice the state of the body. Notice where there might still be tension. And then when you're ready, I invite you to open your eyes and kind of come back into the space, kind of meeting it maybe with a new perspective. It's the beautiful thing about practice like this is that it gives us an opportunity to recalibrate our nervous system and to it just gives us a new perspective in a lot of ways. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I invite you to post any questions, post any comments. Please share this video far and wide to people who you think might need it. This is a time of great uncertainty and crisis, and a lot of people are feeling very fearful. A lot of people are feeling very anxious. A lot of people are feeling very isolated. So this is our gift to the community in terms of really doing something that helps people to stay grounded and centered and focused and connected, right? So please know that we're here. Please leave any comments, posts, questions. I'd be happy to answer any of them for you. And so just wanted to share with you that tomorrow evening, our community begins the first night of our holiday of Passover. So our holiday begins at sundown, and we are actually going to be closed tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday in honor of this holiday. And so I will not be here live tomorrow, Thursday, or Friday, but I will resume again on Monday, the 13th. So feel free to go back and watch any of the practices. I think there's plenty to kind of get you through the weekend. And just know it is my pleasure and honor to be here with you all in this space each morning. Each morning's a gift. Each morning there are many opportunities to feel and sense and name all that we are grateful for, even in this time of global crisis. So thank you so much for being here, and I wish you all a beautiful, peaceful,